didn't know what Zoom was 59 weeks ago, and it's only my second time at a microphone that's funky.
Oh boy, it's a special occasion, folks. It's the Summer Solstice Super Jam Almostus with the Phil and John Zone, week 59, live from the stage at the Summer Solstice. Check it out. Not here, you should be here. The weather's beautiful. Look at the sunshine on the road there. If you don't know how to get here, well, send a message. We'll see if we can get you in. Jeffrey Blacklawn, miss you.
All right. The sun is shining. It's beautiful out.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, John.
How are you, buddy?
I am. I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm fine, John. How are you? Thank you. As we always start. Hi, John. Happy summer solstice. How many years have you had summer solstice?
We don't know. This is number question mark. Because we've had at least 12 parties, but we don't know if it's been every year. So one year there was a couple parties. Last year there were kind of 3 mini parties, so that counts as one regular party.
Okay.
And so we're broadcasting live tonight from the Summer Solstice Super Jam at Lighthouse Farm, where my in-laws own this property that we get to have a nice event on every year. From the stage here at the Solstice Farm with the black bag behind us. It looks like a big black garbage bag behind us.
It is absolutely gorgeous out here in Decatur, Illinois. Thank you, Jim and Donna. Thank you, Amy and John. And
so we actually have a live crowd tonight. It's a little sparse now as if people are just getting off work. It's Friday, but how are y'all doing out there?
There's about 300 or 400 people in the background you can't see.
We just showed them the background.
Well
they're in the background of the background.
Well, I was counting the chickens and the birds, too.
Oh, you're counting the chickens before they're hatched.
No. What is first?
59 weeks of, can you guys hear us out there in TV land?
Hello.
Glow Majestic is watching. What a name like Glow Majestic for your Facebook name.
Majestic?
Glow Majestic. They make the pickles and the cotton candy. I think that's where I got them.
Oh, I don't like the fake names on Facebook. Just give me your real name.
And then, what the hell is going on?
I got a feedback. Maybe that's just part of
We have the same sound engineer that the Cars had for the Candio album tonight, Brian Flick.
I heard the Cars on the way here, and I know you like the Cars, and so do I.
Big thanks to Brian Flick, sound manager out here this weekend, helping us sound, and Tom Johnson, side sound
Thank you,
guy.
Thank you, Brian.
We got a lot of stuff planned for this weekend. Our first act tonight, he's not going to be able to make it. He had an extenuating circumstance, but that's fine with us. We understand, Pete. And so the music will start a little bit later, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just stretch their sets out.
Right. Well, Ted Nugent had to go hunting, so our next guest is...
Billy Strings. Billy Strings. Come on, Billy Strings.
Oh, no, he's fishing.
He's fishing, yeah. So what did you do this week, Phil?
Now I'm frozen here. Hello.
No, you're still live.
Yeah. Hi, John. Give me a high five if anybody says. Yeah. Not used to doing that. I'm not even looking at the camera or talking into a microphone. It's kind of week 59. Thank you for having me, John. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Chester coming out. Hey, Chester. Yeah, and see, look at Scooby. Yeah, and Chester just I don't know.
You have a cold beer there, Phil?
Yeah.
You already opened it?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Let's have a cheers.
Okay.
Because this is the first time we've hung out in a few weeks. We haven't seen you for a couple weeks.
Okay.
Nobody online has seen Phil for a couple weeks. They're all kind of concerned. There we go.
Fine.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Hi, John. Happy number 59.
So it looks like we have more viewers than we almost ever have. It says like 11 viewers right now. 11 viewers. There's almost 11 people here. I count at least 11 people.
Well,
so that's 22 viewers. I see Grayson Fleming. I see Laura from Aurora. She's here.
Well, she posts like 15 times, and it's just to get the numbers up. So.
And most of the people that usually watch our show are sitting out in the crowd tonight. So.
Well, that's fine.
It must be. I wonder where Chris Johnson is tonight.
Well, after 59 weeks, I mean, we've had for Vince Herman, we had
Adam Gruhl.
Try
to name some more. We had Wavy Dave Burlingame.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple hundred people watch us. And throughout the weeks, we eliminated a lot of people, and this is all we have left. So I hope you love us.
Some people left when I started talking about who was watching. That's too bad. It's okay. This is our little thing we do, folks. There's no real redeemable value here.
Yeah.
We don't have any actual scheduled musical guests tonight. Although I can see at least 2 in the audience that could do something. Maybe 3. Somebody could tell jokes. I see somebody.
Hold on,
I
I'm
see a
still
bass
warming
player.
up
I
here.
see a
Hold on.
drummer.
This could be fun. Hold on. Yeah, this could be fun. It's funny looking at a microphone. I just yeah.
When you were a kid, did you want to be like a star with a microphone, like a singer or a performer?
No.
You don't want to be like Willie Nelson or David Lee Roth or something like that?
No.
No. Well, we don't know the rights to those names, but we do like Willie Nelson and David Lee Roth.
Billy Nelson? No.
Willie Nelson doesn't play any Willie Nelson songs.
Yeah. But, no, I would never wanted to be but at an early age, my pops, hey pops, turned me on to music at a young age. So I like music, and from symphony to orchestra to rock and roll to, yeah.
If
So I'm a music buff.
If you're watching on the little TV thing, you haven't like decided if you're going to come out here tonight because of the rain, you're worried about. Right now, everything is dry, and you should come out and set your stuff up if
It's been sunny. It's been sunny for about.
only if you know where it's at and you were invited. I guess otherwise I'm getting the sign from my producer out there in the audience.
We have a producer.
We can't talk about the weather anymore. She said we can't talk about it or we'll lose what we got. So right now it's beautiful. That's all I can say. Okay, if you're on the fence about coming out, come on out. There's Richie Darling. He just got back to me on text. He says,
Hey Richie, Mr. Darling.
Mr. Darling.
Mr. Darling.
Mr. Darling.
Mr. Darling.
Number 9.
Yeah. No echo.
I think you have some of the reverb on still. Oh, that's a good one.
I mean this.
So Richie Darling will be down here about 6:15. He says.
Okay. Who put up all the staging here? That's was it?
Well, the metal structure is always here, but the lights and the tarp were put up by myself and Jimmy Tadlock, and my friend Kyle Stewart came out and helped us while we were doing that. Griffin Tadlock also helped quite a bit.
Yeah.
Hudson Tadlock was here. I'm not going to say he helped, but he was here. Hey Hudson, how you doing out there, buddy? You want to be on the show tonight? Get a drum.
And $5. Yeah,
That's the drum he wants right there. He's going to be looking for that one, unfortunately. But you can't have it. It's our tripod.
Yeah, we should have put it.
Look in the back corner of the barn. There's a pair of bongos back there, bud. We need a tie-dye, yeah.
I'll give you one.
Okay. Back corner bongos is the new band that's going to play.
Hey, Brian
Flick is forming.
Brian and Tom for the lighting. We do need a tie-dye backdrop here for the band.
But Phil says he's going to.
I have a couple.
I've got one too. We'll hang some up after we get done with this.
I mean,
we'll see.
it's black, a little goth, but you know, I like that. But
I tried to tell John he needed a tapestry back there.
That's so cool because it's like the Howard Stern show, and you're the guy that nobody ever sees.
Right. We could have had at least like 3 or 4 more viewers if we would have tapestried it up, I think. So
we have 3 viewers. Cool.
The people that tuned in, they saw the black plastic bag, but it kind of looks like it's fancy. It's a really fancy black curtain, actually, that keeps the water out. And there's bamboo holding it up. Does anybody in the audience have any questions for Phil tonight? What do you mean, no?
No. What time is it?
Oh, did you happen to make that artist-only sign that I didn't send you any message about? Because you told me to send you a message and I never sent you the message, so probably not.
No.
how many records did you break, Phil?
6.
I can see at least 18 records from here.
I brought a collection of about 100. Some that were started 5 years ago from John Hartford, and some stuff that no one's really seen, and some old stuff. Very small sample size of some circles that I painted.
If you're not familiar with this fellow I sit next to every week, that's Phil. He paints on records and wood and doghouses and birdhouses and trees and sticks and Chesterberry.
And myself.
And himself.
And every shirt and piece of cloth that I own. You know. And the car. Found gold all over it. We do need a backdrop back there.
Jeffrey Blackmon says, hang him during the show. Like with part of the show should be decorating the stage. But I don't know, we got some clamps, maybe we could do it, like just clamp onto that tarp. It'd be pretty easy. Do you have some little
Oh,
clamps?
yeah. The one on my table right there.
I got one that's folded up in there that isn't on your table.
Okay.
That you don't have to worry about getting on Sunday.
What is that thing Amy's got? Like a little
That's a doggy
cage
playpen.
for a doggy playpen. That dog's gonna take it and put it on his
Did you find those bongos back there in the back corner?
behind you.
No. That one's being used right now, though. There's some more drums in the back of the... Did you see the bongos back there in the very back corner by the white guitar? The big white guitar. Just be careful if there's another guitar back there. But yeah, so welcome to the Summer Solstice Super Jam. We will have live music at some point tonight. Oh, he's got a black and white tie-dye. That's pretty slick. Look at that.
Do you realize how beautiful it is? I mean, look, I see blue skies, and on the way here, I was saying that we ain't gonna see it for like, anyway. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I jinxed it again.
Yeah, stop. No weather. No weather talk. That's worse than the P words this weekend.
P? Oh, Poi Dog Pondering.
Boy dog pondering. Living with it.
Or
living
the
in
band
dreaming body.
or the band I'm gonna see in Wisconsin coming up. Kids, Pigeon Pussy. It is a true band, and they kill it, and you would love it.
Pigeon beep.
Yeah, I mean seriously, they're a killer from outside of Wisconsin. Augie.
From Manila?
He's in also a band called Liver Killers, and the other one I can't picture.
So this is the beginning of our Summer Solstice Super Jam. It's just starting to kick off, and people are starting to arrive that I don't recognize, but that's okay, because we make new friends every year at this thing, and it's all.
You need a ticket.
good.
We have state troopers out there. It's sold out, so you better hurry up.
Barely parking.
Somebody did donate the porta potty though, and I got the porta potty all paid for thanks to donations by people who paid a little bit here and there, and so thank you for getting us clean shitters. And that's all we really need for this party: clean shitters and good friends. So here's to the Summer Solstice Super Jam.
You swore you owe a couple things in the jar.
Sorry guys, bad words.
In the moonshine jar. Where's the moonshine?
I don't have any moonshine, Phil. I didn't bring any moonshine.
Oh, that's right.
It's not a dry weekend, but it was no moonshine while the sun shines.
You said that, and I heard one of my favorite old bands. Every time I heard the word sunshine, I always think of Donovan. So I'm a big fan of Donovan.
Sunshine Superman. Do you know all the words
Yeah.
of that song? Sunshine
yeah, but I need
came
a lot
softly
more.
through my window today.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. No. Maybe about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
Do you think that Donovan was a good hula hooper?
I don't know.
So this is our show. It's kind of boring at times. We appreciate you all hanging out and letting us do it here live on the stage, since there was nobody else booked for this hour anyway. I can see my mom from here. I see Courtney Johnson from here. Courtney Johnson! Oh my goodness, buddy. Oh my goodness.
What? Well, much better. You said that earlier too, and then you said no.
My good friend Courtney Johnson,
Thank you,
folks. Oh
Brian.
my goodness, that's a
Hey,
pleasant
Courtney.
surprise, man. Pleasant surprise. Oh my goodness, I've seen him for many
Courtney
years
Love
now.
in the house. Courtney Love.
No, Courtney Love, he lives over by me. I know another fellow named Courtney
Oh,
Love.
he must have fell in the hole.
Hey. Now he's reaching Nirvana.
Oh. One of my faves. What band did I just watch that just shocked me? I don't know. I watch a lot of that.
Was it AC/DC
No, I see. Yeah,
that,
no.
that shocked you?
No, they never did, and I thought they couldn't be better without Angus, but they were with Cliff, and they were just as good. So one of the rare bands. So what band? Something besides Chicago that I saw at Tier Calf. We talked about.
You like
that.
talking about Chicago a lot lately.
Okay, we'll talk about.
How about Boston?
Yeah, more than a feeling.
What's up, Courtney? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, brother. That's cool. Old friend I hadn't seen for a long time. You know, I invite people out, and I'm glad that when they come. I'm glad when you come to my party. Thank you so very much for being at the party. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Is it gorgeous out or what?
it's really nice.
Pretty.
Soak it up.
What do young kids say? It's dope.
It's dope. I think that vernacular is outdated by now.
Who did the wrought iron thing above the stage that I've seen? That is
My friend James Ireland carved that out with a laser
That's
plasma torch
That's
computer
pretty
thing.
nice.
Yep. It says Summer Solstice Super Jam 2014. So that was quite a few years ago now. That's 7 years ago.
How
Man,
many
time
years? Well,
flies.
you don't know that yet.
The first poster we did for the event out here was 2008, and it was one I read. but that wasn't the first party. That was maybe the second year. So 2007 to 2021, that's 14 years. But then one year we had 2 parties, and last year we barely had parties. So it's kind of it's up in the air. It's a mix of how many parties we've actually had.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you then, but the first couple of years, would you have Green Sky Bluegrass and Billy?
And we had Pink Floyd,
No,
and
you're
a
not-
reformation of Led Zeppelin with Jason Bonham on drums.
Well, see, that's
And,
not-
but they did not have John Paul Jones didn't play with them. They had another bass player.
Check. When
Queen was here.
Yeah, no Freddie Mercury, no original Pink Floyd. You have to have the original band to be the band. I told you that before.
What if it's a tribute?
Yeah.
This is just a tribute.
Well, don't call yourself a tribute band. Be the band. Just play the song.
Have you ever seen a Paul Simon tribute band?
No, I don't like the word tribute. It doesn't-
I've never seen a Paul Simon tribute band. I saw Old Shoe do the whole
But
Graceland
see,
album.
Old Shoe doesn't play it. You call it as a they play it and it sounded good. They did that one year. They always pick an album out.
I bet you there's a Paul Simon tribute band out there somewhere.
I'm sure there is.
There's like the 80s Joel band. We only play 80s Joel, sir. Or Uptown Girl. So now what?
Okay.
Sorry if I blown you guys too much for this.
No, that feels fantastic.
We don't mind being blown.
It might be humid, but we have a fan that said, "This is what rock stars do. They get fans and everybody."
You always wonder why Phil wears his sunglasses during our show. It's because he's a rock star. And there's Chester Berry.
Hey, Chesterberry. Come on, TV show. You want to come up?
Come up here and get behind us, Hudson. You want to come behind us? Come get behind us. We need our first musical guest, Hudson Tadlock, is going to come up on the stage
Come
now.
on, buddy.
Hudson, the Hesperus Horsefly. That's his name. And he's a drummer from Cerro Gordo, Illinois.
You got to sit on the floor to do it.
You want us to hold the drums, or
No, I'm going to have him split up, and he can
Okay.
sit in the chair. Come on, Chester.
come sit up here in the chair for a second, Hudson? Hudson auditioned for me last night. If you saw the video we shared, he auditioned for us late last night.
Come on, Hudson.
Played the talking drum, so we're gonna get him on the bongos now.
He might be. He's going to sink in that, so we might have to adjust that for you. You got it, Johnny?
Yeah.
You see the camera that you're on? All right.
All right, give it to us, Hudson. What you got, buddy? Yeah, Hudson Tadlock, folks. The opener of the show this weekend, Hudson Tadlock, folks. First time appearing, at least scheduled appearance. I think he tried to appear a couple times in years past, but he just snuck on the stage. Maybe a little bit. Now, thank you, Hudson, for being on the show. But what kind of lollipop is that?
It's a Tootsie Roll lollipop.
Tootsie Roll lollipops are absolutely delicious. I love it. It looks like a red one, too. My best flavor. But I've never tasted a Tootsie Roll lollipop because I think they're cherry flavored. I've never tasted anything cherry flavored before.
I can get you one.
You can give me one? I might want one later. I kind of a bit of a sweet tooth, but maybe not right away. It doesn't go good with beer. What do you think? What do you think about beer? All right, that's enough. Thank you, Hudson Tadlock. We appreciate you coming.
Thanks, Hudson.
Thanks very much for
Thanks,
playing,
buddy.
Good up for Hudson Tadlock, folks. 2021 solstice winner so far. I think you move your chair back.
Yeah. Is it
There were-
420?
Oh, I think we missed 420, but
That's fine. We could talk.
it's 417. So we've only been doing this for 17 minutes. This is a whole different experience on a stage that isn't the computer at home in the office.
Hey, Laura, can you pick out 10 albums out of the bin? 5 for me and 5 for John. We can do we don't have our albums and there's sleeves in there, so we can do it.
Yeah, just pick out like 10 sleeves at random for us, and we'll
There's
explain
sleeves or
what
the
we
al-
think they
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
We'll
Just
do
pick
5
out-
albums before.
Just pick out the sleeves in the orange bin. Who painted rocks? Who paints on rocks?
It's almost 420, folks. It's just an announcement for your own safety and for the well-being of others.
We need 10.
If you want to be in a good mood, you want people around you to be in a good mood, just be tolerant of the ways of others. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I don't know that I ever smoked in front of my mom before. Except for
It is
the chair.
absolutely gorgeous out here, and
What kind of? I don't know. We don't have any background music tonight for 5 records. So.
No, 5 records. We're gonna come up. We're gonna pick out.
5 records.
Look at the plants just sizzle in the wind. There, you got 10 in there. These are random album sleeves. When people buy a record, they get to pick out a sleeve. So, or pick them out.
It's good to be in the same place as you, Phil, this week. We've only got to do this a half dozen times since we started doing the show. And
what are you doing next weekend?
4th of July weekend. We don't have any plans right now.
All right.
Okay,
Laura, these are random. We have no clue. Next weekend, private party. Woo! What the heck is that bozo? Next weekend, a little private party in Wheaton, Illinois, with Old Shoe, their first show in over a year, and Fuzz Love and Fun Guys.
You've been looking forward to that one for a few weeks. So I'm glad that's coming finally.
Yeah, and put that away. And it is free, and it's July 3rd in Wheaton. Old Shoe, Fuzz Love, Fun Guys.
The White Zone is for loading and unloading only. Please use the White Zone.
We're doing blind
Anyway, 5 records. Blind records. We're going to see what we end up with here. Ooh, I like the first one I got already. You want me to go first?
You're up.
All right. This one's Roger Williams, Christmas Time. It's got like looks like it has an hourglass on it. A real nice family sitting in front of the fireplace. Whoa, but look at her. One of these things is not like the other.
Well, can't say that.
Well, don't say what you're thinking. Anyway, Roger Williams,
Then I need a
Christmas
helmet.
Time with the Concert Grand Orchestra, directed by Frank Hunter and Marty Gold, with hits like Silent Night and White Christmas, of course, because it looks like a pretty white album, I'm not going to lie. Anyway. All right, you're up, Phil.
All right. We're going to go with, look at it, it's got a gold sticker on it. It's Meet Claude King, Wolverton Mountain. Beautiful cover. It's probably 60 years old.
How many Claude King shows have you seen, Phil?
0.
And it's actually signed on the back. I've gotten quite a few albums that I look up and people, okay, that's Claude King. I just, right, you're up.
I imagine that people will be arriving eventually. This is a party. Oh, she stuck me with more Christmas. Billy Vaughn and his orchestra. This is Billy String's uncle, Billy Vaughn, and his orchestra, Christmas carols. But it's kind of a good art. It's like a horse, a carriage. Yeah. These aren't the ones I would have picked. This one also has hits like Silent Night and Deck the Halls, The First Noel. These are a little bit off-putting for June.
Well, she picked
26th.
Right.
I do like the artwork. I could use that for other options there. But it's a stereophonic, ultra high fidelity. It came upon a midnight clear. What was it? I don't want to know. All right. You're up, Phil.
Ray Coffin. Ray Coffin.
on it.
He has many albums and love them. And I finally get to see a picture, and I love his covers. Look at the cover, John.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What did she do to me?
yeah, you should give you all the Christmas, yeah.
Oh, there's some horrible ones.
Yes. See the cover? Yeah. It's Ray Coffin. Great old stuff.
Okay. All right.
Remember, these are not our collection. These
We
are,
did not choose these records. These were chosen for us out of the well, they're not garbage sleeves. They're the
You should
sleeves.
picked out this
Well, that's a good one. I like that one. I mean, I don't think you got enough because you showed this one before last time.
Oh,
Jesus, the album. Jesus, the album. So the movie Jesus is filmed entirely in the Holy Land. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty awesome. Good job, Jesus. 99 cents. So you could get music from the motion picture Jesus for 99 cents. It was on sale. Free today if you really want.
Is that ZZ Top? Jesus just left Chicago?
Maybe Jesus Jones.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about the musicians on
we
board.
should do that. How many? Yeah. Jesus and Mary Chain.
Yeah, I like Jesus and Mary Chain.
Oh, so
How about
do
the
I.
Jesus Lizard?
Oh, Jesus Liz? Yeah.
How many other Jesus bands are there? There's probably a lot of Jesus. We can do
We can do
alphabet
it.
tonight.
We have to do alphabet A to Z. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. All right. This is, I don't know,
think you got
a
enough.
beautiful lady with flowers.
You didn't get 5.
Which one? You got another?
Just
Christmas?
hold it. Just hold it. It's your next one. It's your next one.
No, what is that?
I don't know. It's horrible, but you have to do it.
All right. This is Frontine and Tesher, a banquet of hits. I'm looking at it like this is the camera. It's not. It's over there. It's just a random beautiful cover of Why you give me more?
Because I don't think you had 5, so I have 2 left. How many do you have left? Oh, you do have 2 left. We'll pick from your 3, because I got an extra one. I like this one. Let me say that for last.
Hey, look at the orange in there.
Well, we're going to stick with the Jesus theme here.
Jimmy Swaggart.
Jimmy Swaggart.
Someone gave me a bunch of records. That's why I give them away. There's like 50 Jimmy Swaggart.
This is actually kind of cool. It's Jesus Who Outshined Them All, featuring Jimmy Swaggart and his golden gospel piano, folks. We have no religious affiliation. This is all. This one actually has tracks like Just Over in the Glory Land and The Eastern Gate and He Touched Me. It's not actually on here, but there's a song that's a gospel song called He Touched Me, which later in life would be inappropriate to sing in church. Are you hitting me for being inappropriate?
No.
Okay. Jimmy Swaggart, Jesus Will Outshine Them All, featuring Jimmy Swaggart and his golden gospel piano.
I got a lot of Jim Reeves too. That's why there's so many of them. Oh, this is a nice one. It's a great album, but it's all ripped up. But it's country and western hits, sensational guitars by Dan and Dale. From Bobby and Wavy Mulligan.
I would say that our live audience has the same attention span as our online audience. A few of them just left. I saw the number go down again.
I don't care.
This one I like. It's just a cool album cover. The Best of Jim Reeves. And it's a picture of Jim Reeves looking just totally swagger. He's cool. He looks cool. He's a little more swagger than Jimmy Swaggart. But Jimmy Reeves, Blue Boy, Billy Bayou, Danny Boy, and Adios Amigo, which that probably is not acceptable anymore. The song Adios Amigo. I don't think that one fits into society anymore. The Intimate Jim Reeves. It has other albums on the back.
Yeah, he's got a lot, doesn't it?
And you got one more, which is perfect ender.
Look at it. How do you describe that? Look at the Rock Lobster.
Somewhat inappropriate.
Oh, no kidding.
Like the Cramps? Looks like the Cramps album cover. The Cramps could make that their album cover and only change the title of it.
All right. This is Jesse Crawford, Pipe Organ Magic. You can't see the cover.
All these album covers are available. If you buy one of Phil's records, you can take one of these album covers home with you tonight.
Actually, you can. Yeah.
The album will fall right out of that one. That's 5 albums.
That's 5, yeah.
5 albums. 5 albums. I don't have any other musical guests. Dad's starting to barbecue. That's a good sign. Let's tell you what I can see. Amy's walking along there in front of the soundboard. Brian's tweaking the knobs. Yeah. Tom's having a seat. Eric put his foot up. Laura from Aurora is just looking like Laura from Aurora.
Yeah.
I see Jill. I see Jimmy.
Our beers are getting.
See Griffin
warm.
Hudson.
Can I have a beer?
Can we get a beer for Phil? Beer for Phil. He likes Coors Lights. There's already one in the cooler. I think Griffin's trying to bring you one. Griffin Tadlock is going to be the delivery boy here. He's going to go to the distributor. Pick up the can.
We have our sports segment coming up, and we have A to Z too.
I don't want one right yet. I still got mine. Phil drinks them faster than me. His are something. They're different. They're a different brand.
I feel like I'm in a loop or something. 97.9, the loop. Thank you very much.
He can make you sound like you're on the radio.
It does. All right.
We've talked about doing a radio show because Mom tells us we got faces for radio. But we
Dump
do.
it out like warm.
But everybody's on video these days, so we're going on video.
Yeah, I mean
it's kind of fun to go back and just listen to the show. No, I listened to last week's show because I couldn't see it, so I went back and listened to it again later. It was interesting. Some of it was pretty good.
Honestly, in 59 weeks that we've done it, I have now watched one full length for sure, and the combination of hourly, how much I've watched, is probably under 2 hours. I do not like watching myself.
59 weeks is like 130 hours.
I have not. I know you have, but I do not watch.
I don't watch them all. Every now and then I randomly watch
you
one.
do.
I do not watch them all.
Even when Laura's in the other room.
Laura watches them all.
I know. When she's in the other room and I walk by, I tell her, turn it down.
If you ever log in and you're only one of 2 viewers, you can say hi to Laura.
What? Well, she's got multiple passes, so that's where we get a lot of hits. She's Trixie Doodles. And so. But, yeah, even though I did watch a little bit, I laughed. God, is it gorgeous out here? What the heck is going on?
It's perfect. And I thought the sun was going to be on the stage right now, but the shade actually shifted to this tree, and now this tree's shading us. The stage is kind of a nice little setup for what we've got going here.
Nice little setup.
Gonna have live music.
I think I want to
tonight.
learn guitar and be on stage.
Tonight we're gonna have music from our friend. Our friend Macho Man is gonna be here.
I mean,
Snap into a Slim Jim, folks.
RV came up and pulled up, John.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Jamie? The big RV pulled up in the street. Someone's
I
here.
see an
wants to
RV.
go. Like I said,
They're gonna have to move cars possibly if there's an RV here. I don't. It's not Jenny. Jenny's not bringing her RV. We may have to negotiate. The only other one I'm expecting
oh, that's infamous string dusters. That's it.
is that Richie Darling's new vehicle, a giant like RV bus.
Could be. Could be.
Here comes father-in-law Jim to tell us if.
Hey, Jim.
Who is it, Jim?
Salute. Prosit. It's funny. It's funny that you can hear everything. I
If we
don't.
cover the mics, that's so lovely. And when you uncover the mics,
Can
they
you hear
can't
me
hear.
if I'm talking like this? All right.
No,
You can't hear me. No one can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mic is pretty high. I noticed you were like a little further back, but you're just coming through clear with me.
Yeah, I keep turning his up more the further he gets back. So, lesson, Phil.
So, did anybody
Yeah,
check
I
on that
know.
RV
I'm not
out
used
there,
to
on
it, right?
who that is out there?
Yeah, there's someone pulled up.
My phone's not blowing up, so nobody's trying to call me right now. The only other RV I'm expecting is Chad and Jamie, I think, which would be nice if it's them. It doesn't look like the Hurricane, though, does
I
it?
know who it is. Todd Schneider's.
Oh, it's Todd Snyder's here. Yeah, Todd Snyder came to my party because he doesn't want to meet me, but he's going to show up at the party randomly without being invited.
He is on tour. You know that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Is it Great American Taxi or
Well, no.
Leftover Salmon or maybe the Honor
the
Mountain,
High Hawks?
the Honor Mountain Green Grasses?
Well, we've had three gentlemen from.
There's
High
not an
Hawks.
RV.
Yeah, I see.
You know we're both we're
Yeah,
strong.
someone walked
totally
down the
wrong.
driveway.
Totally wrong.
Yeah, listen.
It's okay.
Yeah, we've had three gentlemen from the High Hawks on our show. Just didn't realize that, but yeah. And I haven't seen them yet. Have you seen the High Hawks? I know you've done all the posters pretty much.
So does everybody out there know the alphabet? The alphabet song, ABC. Okay, they all know.
I
Okay.
was talking about something. You just cut me out.
Did you say something?
No.
What did you talk? What did you?
I was
Alphabet.
going to say
RV?
about the High Hawks, how you do the posters. Have you seen the High Hawks?
Yes, I have seen the High Hawks.
Oh, okay.
I saw them on the riverboat. You weren't there that night, I don't think. And
Yeah.
then we had breakfast at the hotel with Vince Herman and Tim Carbone at the hotel.
We haven't had Tim on our show. We've had three of
We
them.
have not had Tim Carbone on our show, and that'd be a Railroad Earth crossover. Oh, that's Clayton. Awesome. Yeah, folks, so Phil and Jon Zone, week 59. This is our podcast. The crowd is slowly forming. Courtney Johnson is here, which makes me just feel so good, Courtney. Come closer for a second, man. I want to see you.
We're doing a marathon.
This is
We'll
one of
be
my
here
best
till
friends, Phil.
Sunday morning.
This guy I've known since we were young skateboarding kids, man.
Yeah.
And he's here, and it's so good to see him. If you know Courtney Johnson, you know him. If you don't, well, it's your loss.
What's happening? I'll get up.
Come here, buddy.
It's good to see.
Welcome, buddy. Welcome.
Kevin, how are you? I'm Phil.
This is my good friend Phil. This is Courtney.
Peace, man.
Peace, bro. Peace.
Courtney and I grew up together in a lot of ways, and we definitely had done some fun things together. Some good things, some bad things. A lot of fun things.
You know
Some
what?
bad things. Yeah, nothing we're in trouble for anymore, I don't think. But
We are still.
oh, we hope. Brian, you got a little musical interlude for us for a minute there? We can pick something out and we'll put some music on for just a second and let people enjoy this for a second. And we'll take a little break and we'll be back in a second if you all want to stick around.
Yeah.
Mike Lynch is watching from Canada, folks.
Hey, Mr. Lynch.
Mike Lynch from Canada is watching. Mike sent me a message because he didn't receive anything from you yet.
I know the album is on the way.
It's on the way.
All right.
It's like a check. It's in the mail.
No, the funny thing is, I was going to wear the shirt. I hope it's in my bag because I was going to wear the Mike Lynch Man in the Bathtub shirt. I bet you it's in
we
my
both
bag.
we both received our shirts, Mike. We do
Yeah, thank you,
appreciate that.
Michael.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
John, what's back there? Interlude. For,
The green
this
room
break.
is
That's a
that's
green
the yellow room actually back there. If you go, you can go right through there and go walk that direction. So you can see that, but people can see you because it's not really that thick greenery. So you have to turn
But
your
then
back if you're going
I
to take
didn't
a pee back
realize how
there.
much space you had back there. You know, we could have a,
It's like a little green room, but it's actually greenery and shrubberies and stuff like that, and poison ivy probably and ticks. So I just stay out of there honestly. If I
Well,
was you.
ticks I'm not immune to. Poison.
Stay out of there.
This microphone is still killing me.
No beer has ever been spilled on this stage before.
Yeah, my ass.
This stage is pure.
It was quite amazing. And me and Kenny Kramer were on the Jarn Hartford stage. You've been there many a time. I was there a few times with you when I did a painting, but all the famous musicians have been on that stage, and
Yeah.
on a piece of wood is quite,
Without a doubt.
wow.
'Cause you got to go backstage and meet the bands back there a few times, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Thank you very much.
So Brian's gonna play a little music for us, and we'll take a few minute break here so we can pee and whatnot, and we'll be right back, folks. Enjoy the night. Phil and Jon Zone. Thanks for watching.
We're not over yet.
We broadcast in Canada. Show you what's going on, folks. Look at it loosen up. You're doing great, Phil. Just getting started, folks. The Phil and Jon Zone reporting live from the Summer Solstice Super Jam is what we call it. It's every year. It's around the week of the summer solstice, and we enjoy our friends and family. It's only getting started. Tonight we have Billy Fury is going to be playing live with us, and we also have Colin O'Brien tonight. A very special performance from Colin O'Brien tonight here live on our stage. So I'm going to show you now so you can see the whole stage. I'm going to show you around what we got here. It's a fire pit. That's fire pit. We're going to take that out there pretty soon and light that sucker. That's a big fire. It's Grandma and Grandpa's chairs over there. Philly.
As you're walking, think of the A to Z thing.
We'll do the alphabet, and when we'll finish the show with the alphabet here in a minute. But we're gonna do this and just kind of show you around what we got. Here's our little stage we built. Mike Lynch, you ever come down a tour of the Midwest, Illinois area? You're welcome to come here and play. Chester Berry, get it. Let's check some other dogs out. That's not a dog, that's Laura. That's me. That's how you get here. There's porta potties, camping. Message me if you're not sure where you're at. My mom was here, but I think she left. Did my mom leave? This is Kai. You're live. You guys are live, man. That's Hudson Tadlock and Kai right here. Kai McKay. Kai McKay right here. Later on, we're going to show some kind of psychedelic movie on this thing over here. Kai balances and flips sticks. Do it again. Wish you were here if you're out there watching. We know if you're not close, you can't necessarily be here, but boy, I don't catch anybody. There we go. What do you got to say, Hudson?
What's up?
That's right, that's right. Oh, man, that was amazing. Can't believe it. Check it out. Brian Adams. Oh, Brian Flick. He cuts like a knife, I tell you. That's where the magic happens right here, folks. Good seats today. See, there's room out here for dancing, folks. There's room out here for dancing. Music from all kinds of people. My good friend Eric here, my good friend Tom. Give it up, Tom. The garage. This is where the little art gallery is this weekend, is in the garage, where if it rains, we'll be in here. There's always shelter out here to get under.
Storm shelter.
Some recent work. Yeah, there's always shelter out here to get under if we need to.
Here, you can have this one, so wherever you want to put it, it's all you.
The other green one's right there, love.
Hey.
How are you? We're still live. Courtney Johnson. If you all thought he wasn't around anymore, he's still here, man. I'm telling you.
Still alive.
There are people that might say that, CJ, but it don't matter, man.
That's what we said.
Phil and Jon Zone, week 59. Farm implements. We'll probably broadcast some music later on. We'll probably go live a couple times with the live bands that are playing and try to have that set up too. And here's the metal thing they were talking about earlier. You got to see this whole stage because the tree is really cool. Can't even get the whole tree. Trying to get the whole tree in the stage. All right, we're going to get back to the show. Do the alphabets of bands we love. I think that's what we should just do, bands we love. You've all seen us do alphabets before. So, ABC time, buddy. Please practice your ABCs. We'll finish out the show with the alphabet. Then we'll get to get the stage up for getting ready for the next group or act. Tonight's show is semi-sponsored by Jim the Shark, which is like, I'm a shark and I'm on the show. Phil and Jon Zone is for people who are awesome. Eat the Phil and Jon Zone for breakfast. Okay, that's Phil and Jon Zone Shark for Jim the Shark. We're back in the studio again, folks. It feels so good to be up here on this stage with my horn, blowing my horn. My old drummer used to hate that horn. He really didn't like it that it was on my mic stand. So we got one more segment of the show that we like to do every week. Well, we got two more segments. I guess we should give Phil a minute to talk about sports. If he feels like talking about sports. People out there probably like sports. Anybody out there like sports? Go to sports. Go like sports. You got one hand up in the crowd, so you can, if you'd like to talk about sports, Phil, for me, go
Okay.
to Phil. Got sports.
What up, everybody? Let's go Cubs. I know most of you Cardinal fans. Who's in first place? Oh, too bad. Where the Cardinals at? Cubs are in first place. Well, the White Sox are in first place too, but I grew up in Chicago right by Wrigley Field. That's why I'm a Chicago fan. To each his own. Much love. Go Cubs. Go White Sox. Sports. The hockey playoffs. Montreal could win it. We got the basketball playoffs, man. Phoenix is going to do it. Chris Paul's back in the groove. Leonard's not playing very well. It's probably going to be Milwaukee and Phoenix in the finals.
Are the Cubs play?
The Cubs, dig this one. What did the Cubs do last night? They picked. Do you know what they did last night, John?
They play baseball?
The first time in history of the Cubs. Historical.
The first time they actually play baseball, because they don't normally play baseball. I know what they do.
what?
They run around in a circle and lose games.
You're going to jump in a minute. You're going to. The Cubs.
The Cardinal is the state bird, folks, of Illinois.
Yeah.
You can like the Cavs, but you don't see very many bear Cubs in Illinois.
The Cubs pitched a no-hitter last night with four.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, a no-hitter. Yes.
Were they just pitching to nobody? Who'd they play against?
The
Dodgers.
Now, there's a sports fan over there. Yes, they played against the Dodgers. The guy had like 9 walks and all these guys on base, but a no-hitter with the relievers. The Cubs got good relievers. I don't know if they're going to buy or sell. I'm a diehard Cub fan. So go Cubs, go White Sox, sports, the soccer.
So he had 9 walks? How does that count as a no-hitter?
I do. Well, did he get a hit?
I know, but people got on base, though. I think if people get on base, it shouldn't count. I think it has to be all strikes, beginning to end. Yep.
You got it.
That's the way.
Double
Doc
plays.
Ellis.
One of the guys got picked off. Yeah. Pretty cool. So
My favorite no-hitter is Doc Ellis of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, he was doing LSD, man. He was before it was legal, and I watched a documentary, and he was on it, and it was not the only time he did it. Many a time.
Here's the funny thing about that: if you take Doc Ellis's name and you put it on the back of a jersey and you put Ellis, D, think about it for half a second. All right?
We are live though, but I got a story about when I played good basketball.
I saw LSD on television. You can talk about anything you saw on television.
Well, I don't care. Never mind. I shouldn't say that. But anyway, I played really good basketball when I did a little bit of it, and I really, really, really did good.
Were you ever semi-pro?
A little, not really, but I was good. I still
You're post-college, though.
If there was a basketball court here, I'd play anybody a game of horse, 2 out of 3, and you lose.
See that pole right over there?
Yeah, don't give me that.
It's a basketball. It's a basketball hoop.
Where?
Right there.
That's
There's
right.
ball.
It is.
There's a
Yeah,
basketball
that's
hoop.
right.
Please
That's
find
right.
a
I think
basketball.
me
I
and
got
the
a
boys
sign-
from Cluster Pluck wanted to play.
I have a flat soccer ball and a basketball hoop that's in the trees. So I challenge you to make some baskets there.
Yeah. Speaking of, what's next weekend? July 3rd already. Yeah, wow, time's flying. God, is it beautiful out here. Everybody come out to the summer solstice. We're in Decatur. If you're really close, we'll give you directions.
So the alphabet game now.
Okay, you come up with something.
The ABCs.
Anybody? ABC.
We're gonna get to the alphabet. You and I drinking beers. There you go. All right. Bands that we love and why we love them.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go first.
All right. We're gonna go with Almond Brothers. Seen them. My favorite concert of all time. Seen it at Alpine Valley. Saw them with Hank Williams Jr. They played for 3.5 hours, and it was just the right vibe. And Almond Brothers, one of my favorite bands of all time. Their collection and their vibe, their jam band, and beyond that. I hear a little rumbling over to the corner.
I see a little rumbling that
Yes,
direction. I see it's light there though.
Okay,
The light
it's
guy's
behind
it's
us.
coming this way.
Okay, it's going behind us.
We'll see. We'll see.
So we're getting a little darkness, but the wind's
Thi-
blowing that way. I think it's behind us.
Theme for
I
the
mean,
weekend is be
real
prepared.
dark, real quick.
Be prepared. That's all. The only thing for the
All right.
weekend.
All right.
The B-52s, man. Because Rock Lobsters is cool.
B. C, we're gonna go with one of my favorite Chicago bands. Seen them many times. My buddy doesn't like them, but when I saw them at an early age, they rock. I saw them at the Double Door in the Metro, and they're the same band. Bunny Carlos, the drummer, might give it a hint. His son's playing now, but Robin Zander, the boys, and Cheap Trick is one of my favorite Chicago. They were actually a Cheap Trick. One of my favorite bands. Good story.
D is for Devo. Because Devo's just cool, and he's not just Whip It. There's a whole lot of Devo
Are we
stuff.
not men?
We are Devo.
Devo.
De-evolution, folks. God made man, but he used the monkey to do it. All right? But anyway, I don't really follow their beliefs exactly, but I love those red hats, man.
I know, we're showing our age here. Everything's from the 80s and 90s. There's nothing, I mean, E, I'm going to go early again. D.
Well, like for C, you should have said Cardi B, maybe, but...
No. It's something that I like.
That you like, and why you like
D, E. I already got it in my head. There's like multi. I'm going to come up with, can I go with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELO, or Effigies, or we're going to go with Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I just heard that three-piece band, Carnival No. 9, if everybody heard that. One of the most, it's like, okay, go. Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
F is for probably Fugazi. I would go for two first when I think of the letter F, because they're just an important band historically and very strong with their ways. Fugazi, but they wouldn't play any concerts. They didn't want to get famous because they didn't want to play any place that served alcohol, and they wouldn't be in Rolling Stone magazine because that Rolling Stone magazine had alcohol advertisement in it. So they protested all this stuff because they wouldn't do it unless they took away that stuff. But now if you go to YouTube and you search Fugazi, you got to watch a Di Serono ad to see this Fugazi video.
Yeah.
So the point was not made ever, unfortunately.
I think we talked about it last show that I don't know everything, but I love music, but I have to dwell into more deeply in the band you said, Fugazi. They're part of music history of some kind.
The post Minor Threat, because it was Minor Threat then
Post-Minor
Fugazi.
Threat, I like that.
Yeah, they were that band after Minor Threat is what it is. So Fugazi, F.
G. Well, it changed everybody's life, right? Pretty much. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's still going on to this day. I don't know. It's a vibe. It's just Grateful Dead. I mean, I there's not another band who's changed. They're like a anecdote of peace and love. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Either you, I don't know.
If you don't like the Grateful Dead, you probably haven't listened to them enough. You need to go back and listen to them again. G-E-H. Husker Du. Because I know I said that last week. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you did.
Harry Chapin. Because I wish I could have saw Harry Chapin in concert. He had great songs. Our show, this part of the show kind of tends to wean out. Maybe we need to drink more. I think we need to drink more. Do you have more alcohol?
A shot. And we got a shot. Shot of something. I'll go get one from the core. Yeah. Beer? You want another beer? I'll get one.
My beer's way over there in the cooler.
Okay. Lauren Chester in the potty.
Hey, Laura. See that red cooler right in front of you?
Yeah.
Turn around by my
Yeah.
camper.
Yeah,
Can you
grab
give me
beer
a
from
bottle of
John.
beer for me, please?
And a shot of something.
You know, these mics come in handy for one thing or another.
Yeah, hey.
I just asked Laura to do a favor from across the whole field.
Park over there.
No parking. The white zone is for parking only.
No parking. I forgot the sign. Sorry,
Please use the
Amy.
white zone. Everybody's doing it.
Amy, what sign did you want? I forgot. No.
We need an
parking.
artist-only sign with purples. You can go back and watch the shows. I've asked you for like 3 weeks in a row.
I know. My bad, Amy.
I bet I can find you a piece of wood around here and some purple paint.
I brought no paint. I don't know.
Yeah, you're smart.
Is that Miss Sheila? Hey, Miss Sheila!
Sheila's here?
Oh, I miss my old friend. Hello.
Scooby, your mama's here.
Oh.
Sheila Jones Wicker, one of our very, very best people in our whole wide world.
Yeah.
Welcome to the event, Sheila. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. See, it's starting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's starting. The good things are going to start happening now.
John?
Griff, thank you very much. Griff and Tadlock on the beer.
You want me to get empty?
Yes, please.
I?
Oh, it's so cold.
I
The
didn't get it.
beer.
What's his name?
That's Griffin.
Hey, Griffin, in that blue cooler, right by that chair, underneath the...
He drinks those fancy silver cans from Colorado.
Coors Light. Coors Light, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with
Sheila's first time here tonight. First time that Sheila's come out to the party, so that's cool.
Chester. He sends his mama or something, Chester. We're gonna go with Ice House. Ice House.
Have you ever been at a show, like at a festival, where somebody got up on the stage and did like an hour of spoken word talking bullshit?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have, and it was very good. What was the name of the band? Your
What
hair
is
is like a supernova.
By 100 shows, you think we'll be on the stage at a big festival?
Yeah.
I don't consider this a big festival. This is a private party. This is for
Thank
fun.
you
If you're, like I said, if you're out there and you're watching and you want to know, just send me a message. Tom Bricky, hey Tom Bricky. Who else am I seeing out there? Les Ruffner, you're supposed to be here, buddy. Why isn't your tent set up yet, Les? It's Friday night, buddy. It's pretty nice right now.
It's
you live
gorgeous.
7 minutes from here, Les. I bet you $1. 7 minutes. The singing mailman, Les Ruffner. Not the singing mailman from Maywood, Illinois. That's Johnny Prine. But Les Ruffner, my singing mailman friend. He's not a letter carrier anymore. He's a retired letter carrier.
Behind closed doors.
Charlie Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Knock, knock.
Jay. You're a Jay.
Jay for Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Because it's funny, because like you think about like Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince is important, but what happened to Jazzy Jeff? Because the Fresh Prince, he's everywhere, man. He makes movies. Will Smith makes everything. His kids make movies. Where is Jazzy Jeff, man? I'm very curious where Jazzy Jeff is.
He's putting out a new album. I do believe. I just heard
Right?
that. Yes. He is.
Where's Jazzy Jeff, man? He ain't
Well, the
around.
Fresh
Fresh Prince got that deal with the stupid TV show, and Jazzy Jeff just went off and had, he probably produces music now at this point. I bet you $1.
I didn't realize how beautiful that roof is on that house. That red. That's beautiful.
What did you take tonight, Phil?
Nothing yet.
It's early. Is my mom still here?
What? I took my vitamins.
Did my mom already go home? Oh, dang it. That might have been the first time that I lit a joint in front of my mom. She knows I smoke, and she's seen me smoke on the show, but that's maybe the first time that I lit one in front of her. I guess it's Illinois, it's 2021. I'm like 50 years old. Should I be concerned about that anymore?
No.
I'm successful. I don't have to, I guess I can smoke grass and dress how I want now.
I mean, it's.
But you shouldn't unless you're successful.
Well,
My message to kids and dogs.
come on, Chester. You gonna come up here? Or what do you want?
And even then, it's a choice. You don't have to do me.
Hi, buddy. You hungry?
Chester Bear. No, he's got a pile of chicken over there on the ground.
No, I picked it up.
Did you eat it?
No, it's probably pretty good.
I have some chicken for Scooby. That's what he's been having his meat. It's been some chicken.
I get a big pile.
Man, it looks like it's going to go an eighth of a mile north to us.
Yes, it missed us. The wind's going
That's
this way.
the chunk right there, and that's the light.
Laura's taking a
There's
picture
light.
of us.
You might get a sprinkle.
Hey, buddy. Place.
This is our first time, folks, on stage, live in front of people. We know there's not a lot of people out there, but we appreciate everybody out who came out tonight and everybody who's going to come out tonight. And what's going to happen next is the Summer Solstice Super Jam is going to start off here before we know it. The first act will be just music from an MP3 player. But it will be what it is. It's fine,
No, I'm gonna sing a song.
Sing a song. No.
Oh boy.
My favorite clip is still that clip where we sing "Don't Do It" by the band. And when I went back to the shows, I purposely looked for that moment in time when we sang together at Sugar Creek that night, like last fall.
When the camera was moving back and
And we had the
forth.
earthquake, and that was a good moment in our show history. I think there's a lot of moments in the 59 weeks
Well,
so
after
far.
59 weeks, I'm sure you can get 30 minutes of it.
Is it? We got more viewers tonight than we ever have. I think it's got something to do with the microphones. It probably sounds better. It looks better.
I've had
Les Ruffner is watching. Les Ruffner, get your ass out here, buddy. You're sitting on the couch. There's cold beer out here. There's a fire getting ready to be lit. And we don't have enough music to fill the night, so we need to come out, Les.
Soy City Stranglers at 3 tonight.
Actually, the lead singer of Soy City Stranglers is our first band tonight.
Really?
Yes, Billy Fury is from the Soy City Stranglers. And
he here?
he is a hardcore musician, but has chosen to start to do an acoustic show.
Oh, no.
So he's going to do an acoustic show for us
No.
of his own material around 7 o'clock or something like
All
that.
right, what is he doing at 2? He's bringing the band and then thrashing?
And then later tonight we have a gentleman by the name of Colin O'Brien out of Nashville that does a kind of a John Hartford tribute plus a crazy foot stomping, toe tapping, fiddle playing, banjo, guitar, singing. I can't even explain what Colin O'Brien does. It's something you just got to see. It's one guy on earth that does it, I think, and it's him. I hope he gets here pretty soon because I'm expecting him. And he has a bed in the house, so
Okay, what letter? Are we on a letter?
We are on a letter, but I have no clue. I did J for Jazzy Jeff, and we ended at Jazzy Jeff. No. Oh, I should have done I because I didn't actually have J. I had I. So actually, the alphabet game does turn out to be kind of fun whenever we forget the alphabet.
What? Okay. I.
You can book us for your
Oh, I
event.
said Ice House already.
Ice House? A band?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think it's a
Not
Milwaukee
Firehouse.
band. No, Ice House.
Fire Hose is good, but Ice House?
Ice House. Ice House. Yeah, look it up.
G-H-I-J.
Someone Google search it right. They had a couple hits. You probably know Ice House.
I was supposed to do I, but I did J, so now we're on K, and it's your turn again.
Okay, K. I said these two bands before, so I'm gonna come.
I saw a cool band with the K in the name of it. Go ahead. Kangaroos?
No, I was just gonna say Klaatu, and I seen Kansas.
I saw Cool in the Gang at this thing in Decatur, dude.
That's a good one.
Cool in the Gang was cool. Literally, I mean, it was cool.
K.
It was really only cool in a brand new gang. It was like a bunch of younger kids with Cool playing, up front, but it was still very cool.
Wow, when it gets dark, all these flashing lights, how do they they gotta be.
How do musicians do it with all those lights flashing on them? They ask us to point them in a different direction, please.
Well, you gotta get in the zone.
We have color lights up here that are going.
Well,
and we're gonna, as soon as it gets a tiny, like 10% darker, we're gonna turn on the projector and do a projection screen.
I'm not a huge Mo fan. I went and saw him in Tennessee at the Caverns.
It didn't sound like you liked them.
The second night I did, but I liked the vibe of the lead singer who just sat up there and
The bass player.
Yeah, the lead guy, and just chilled with his baseball cap on, and I like that vibe.
You know what's funny about Mo is when I first saw him, I didn't
Ooh.
quite get it, but I started liking him as time went on, and I like him a lot now. But it took me a few years to really become a Mo fan.
I understand. I can see that. I can see that. First night,
These people are still they're still sitting in their chairs. They're not dancing yet. I thought this would be like a cool dance party kind of show. JKL. L is for Led Zeppelin. I wish I could have saw Led Zeppelin, and they're like the best band of all fucking time. So
that's all you got to do with L. It's
Led fucking Zeppelin, dude. I can say the F word when you say Led Zeppelin.
fuck that.
Led Zeppelin.
All right.
So you're on M.
M.
The longest alphabet game ever.
I just didn't know them because I misspelled the band, so I just transformed it into one of my favorite bands with two of my favorite musicians, Montrose, with Sammy Hagar and Ronnie Montrose.
Did they have very many albums? Or like one album?
They had more than one. I do believe the one with the yellow and the lightning bolt with their faces on. I do have two, but they rocked. They rocked it. Matuhupo, and there's one.
Excuse me, folks. That was really rude on the microphone.
It
Normally,
smells.
it's beer and it's this
Did they
eggs
smell
that I
this?
had and sausages.
Did they see us and
I
smell
had
it?
eggs and sausage, and right before that I had a grilled cheese sandwich. People have been feeding me so well today. The McKay sausages were delicious. Thank you, Miss McKay. Yeah.
They're not even listening. They're over there.
Oh no, she heard the sausage. She heard the word sausages, and she looked right up.
Hi, Miss Sheila.
Just because we're not watching doesn't mean we're not listening, Phil.
Our kind of a show doesn't get the same kind of reaction. We don't have like the big crescendo. We don't have the big end of the song where everybody's like, ah! But we're almost at the end of the alphabet. Not even close. Actually, N is for Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Great band.
I thought you might like them.
Oh, I dig it.
I don't like them very much. But when I was younger, they were too slow and relaxed. And I think now that I'm older, I should listen to them again.
He's like a poet. We were talking about poet.
He's a poet.
He's a poet.
Kind of a dark poet.
A very, very dark poet. Very dark poet. Nick Cave and the Seeds. Good stuff.
This is what happens when Pete Drive doesn't show up. We just have to kill a lot of time with the sound system. We got the guy here. I mean, he's all set up. We've got to use it. So I appreciate so far the guys' response. So I had N, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. You're on O. This is just the challenge to get through the alphabet. It's going to be, this sometimes is the longest part of the show. Hey, Chesterberry.
What's going on, man? Can you go get me a beer and a shot? No? No? Okay.
You need to get him one of those little barrels with whiskey in it.
No. Gotta be, yeah. Oi. Oh, oi. I was gonna say oingo boingo, but no.
So, like, what if you, like, had to go up to the dog and, like, get down on your hands and knees and get a little drink out of his little barrel? That'd be so cute,
Well,
dude.
they actually did that back in the day. We're gonna go with O. Something different.
You usually say Oingo Boingo, but Oingo Boingo is
Yeah,
very
or
good.
Ohio Players, which I've seen.
The Ohio Players was
I've not
what was that
seen
song
them.
that they did that was the big song? The Ohio Players was a disco song. It was
Oh.
what is it? It's like the one hit that they had. It's always on the best of albums for disco.
Which
the
one?
Ohio Players.
Oh, they got more than that. Ohio Players, they got tens. I seen them at Naperville Rib Fest. I did see those many times. Well, yeah, Ohio.
Almost.
Oh, anybody got an
Ozomali, you there?
Othello. Is that a
Othello?
play? That's a play.
I think it's a play.
That's a play.
Have you ever heard of Ozomali?
What?
Ozomali? Have you ever heard of
Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
Okay, as a giveaway. Ozomali is cool too if you ever heard them. But
Who?
Ozomali. They're out of Southern California. They're a Hispanic band that does like, I don't know if it's like hip
Is that the
hop
guy
and
who,
dance music and like jam music
Is
all
that
together.
the guy who made
It's really good.
Acid?
No, that's Bear Owsley.
That's an old.
Owsley, that's gonna be a
You
favorite
know,
artist.
He died. He
Hey, well,
rolled over his thing in Australia. He rolled his vehicle, his four-wheel vehicle. Do you know that?
Bear did? Owsley did that?
Yeah, he did.
He was a guy that they didn't take a whole lot of pictures of him back in the day. There's only like 7 pictures of Bear.
Why?
And he invented the wall of sound. He was the sound engineer for the Grateful Dead for those
Yeah.
years. And he invented the best LSD ever created.
Yes.
All this conversation about that particular thing, we don't even have to take any of it. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Mike, can we get some monitor? Where'd the sound guy go?
P is for Phil.
Where'd the sound guy go? He's walking away. He's taking a break. He gave me the finger, dude. Luckily, the sound out here is ideal. Brian Flick, folks, if you're not sure who Brian Flick is, he does sound for the Castle Theater, and he's a good friend of mine. He's Sound Flick Productions. You can hire him to do some certain special things that he does for sound. He's done sound for some amazing bands. If you've ever at the Castle Theater and you've seen a good show, Brian was most likely behind the soundboard. And he just happens to be my friend, and he happens to be willing to give me some of his time to come out here on the weekends and do this. So, hands up for Brian Flick and the sound for all weekend before we even get there.
Hey, Brian Flick.
Did he take the microphone with him? What was that, dude? Or is that you? Does he have the microphone?
This is kind of fun.
This is fun, Phil. Thanks for doing my show with me and your show with me and the Phil and John Zone. It's just not my show, it's your show, the Phil and John Zone. He called me up like 60 weeks ago and said, have you ever heard of Zoom?
Yeah, so you're a liar.
And he said, would you like to be on a show with me? And I said, I don't know, I've never done a show.
Well,
why would I want to be on a show with such a famous artist who's my hero in art right
That's
now
a bunch of
in the world?
bullshit.
And he does the art that makes me jealous of his artwork all the
You
time.
know what?
And
You're cut off.
No, make it more.
No. Someone's got to fix my Zoom.
He broke his camera, so then the shows when he's not with me might be a little bit less interesting, but we're going to have to use Laura's phone or computer or something.
No, I'm going to get it fixed.
Does anybody have time check? What time is it, folks out there?
What? Look at it. You got lights on here?
How long is our set for? It's scheduled.
No, we got to look. We're going.
It's 5? That's an hour. That's pretty good. It's still short. And what's going to happen is we'll do our show tonight. We did the ABCs. Oh, we haven't actually finished the ABCs.
Okay.
yet.
O.P.
P is for Pink Floyd, which is awesome. Great band that I think everybody should study in school. Jimmy, I don't care what you think. And Pink Floyd or Pete Seeger or Possum or Particularly Now, or there's got to be a perfunctory this band, P-Funk, of course, Parliament Funkadelic, and the great experiment of George Clinton, all that became. But you know, George Clinton, he wasn't most musically talented guy in the beginning. He was just really excited to be on the stage, and that the band formed around him. That all that great shit came out of him just being so like. I think James Brown was kind of the same way. James Brown was. I mean, they're both awesome in their own rights, but they just wanted to be on the stage. What's up, boss?
You can do a mini show tomorrow.
A mini show tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Hudson's saying we're going to do a mini show tomorrow. And you know, you might get a late night set with us tonight from Phil's booth, depending on the weather, what happens. We'll probably broadcast some of the live music.
What do you mean, Phil's booth?
Was that a question for the band? Was that Kai? Who was that?
Yeah, you could be up. Yeah, we've done it before. And the storm went right around us. It looks like blue skies, and I hear storms behind us.
I think so.
What was I going to say?
Yeah, you can do your balancing act tomorrow. You're going to be a performer tomorrow. We're going to have hula hoopers, and we're going to have balancing actors, and we're going to have bongo players. We're going to have bugle blowers. We're going to have dice shakers and money makers, and we're gonna raise some pennies, and we're gonna bring home the bennies, folks, tomorrow or today too. We're gonna do that all. This is a full-time job. I work all week on these jokes, okay? Saving the pennies and bringing home pennies. I wrote that. No, Tupac, nobody can write that. I wrote that. So, because that's all you get if you have a job with benefits. You bring home like 7 pennies a week. It's just the way the world works.
Like my daughter said, if you drop a penny or quarter, I don't care. If it's not heads up, never pick it up. I dropped a quarter in the grocery store a couple weeks ago, and Lee's like, "You dropped a quarter?" It was tails. She goes, I said, my daughter said, never pick it up.
Do you not? I flip them over.
I won't touch it. I'll leave it alone.
Nah, you're a little too.
I have 2 pennies in my garage
We're having auditions
that are tails, and I won't pick them up. I'm waiting.
Do you ever kick them and hope they flip over?
No.
You could do that.
No.
Okay.
I left the corner grocery store a couple weeks ago. No, I left it. No.
Stevie Wonder wrote a song about that.
Yeah, it was,
Superstitious is the name of the song.
that's pretty funny. Ike Stubblefield, who I met, who played with Jar Barcel.
You're on cue, by the way, so quit trying to stall.
Well, Ike Stubblefield, who just passed away a couple days ago, who played with Stevie Wonder, who I had met, he passed away a couple days ago, amongst many. Yeah,
Ike Stubblefield did?
Yes, he did.
He passed away amongst other people.
Well,
like in a car.
A lot of people every day, Brian. This is part of life.
I mean, it's like going on Facebook, Brian.
This is just like the Howard Stern show, Brian. He's throwing like
Brian.
that dude you can't see, man.
Hey.
He's doing sound effects and telling the jokes, man.
Hey, Brian. It's like going on Facebook.
You can talk, you chime in anytime, Brian. These are good. This is the monitor reflex is
we
good.
need that.
I don't think they can even really hear it. It's mostly coming through the monitors.
This is actually what I do at home, so it's probably really funny in my bathroom if anyone was listening, but you guys can't usually hear me.
Some people sing in the shower. Brian does a monologue in the shower. Hey, folks, so good to be here tonight in the shower. I'm going to do that next time I take a shower. I am going to do a monologue in the shower next time I take a shower. That sounds like a great... I'm going to bring a beer and a joint and do a monologue.
You haven't done that before?
The joints are tricky in the shower.
With technology nowadays, it works.
Oh, they got joints you don't even have to light anymore. They're non-lighting joints. Hey,
Holy Steve, I am, yeah.
Somebody else found the sound effects button tonight. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't encourage it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't encourage it or anything. This is all just a test. This is actually just a sound check, folks. This is just a sound check. We're checking out the sound system tonight to make sure that it sounds good for later. And if they're going to sit and talk and bullshit about stuff, then it's not fine.
You know what the funny
Cue.
part? You know what the funny part is? People are actually looking at us and actually watching us on the screen.
We're the new Leahy and co. But Q. Bands you like or that you want to tell something about that or start with the letter Q.
Oh,
Phil.
Q? Bands that, well, there's 2 obvious.
And you only get one made-up band.
There's no made-up bands. We haven't done that one. I don't like made-up bands. No.
We did made-up animals.
Well, Queen is obvious obvious one, or Queensryche. Those are 2 ones.
Quicksilver Messenger Service.
Yes, there it is. Or if I skip the S, you can go Susie Quattro. Or
Quick Draw McGraw, was he a musician? No, he was a cowboy dog. He was a cowboy
we
dog.
have to do cartoon. But I'm gonna go with Queen. One of the best. First album I ever got from my dad is first vinyl album was Queen. Is my first vinyl record.
One of my roommates one time we called him Quick Draw McGraw, but I can't tell that story in front of the kids.
Well, too late. All right. R.
You were there, Jill. Okay. R is for REM, dude. One of the best bands of all time that starts with an R is REM. Way better than Radiohead, way better than the Ramones. No, oh shit, no. The Ramones are the best band of all fucking time. The REM, Led Zeppelin and the Ramones, I have to say, probably my 2 favorite bands. So the Ramones, I have to go with the Ramones. REM's cool, but I can't ever understand half the shit the dude says.
You're missing the best one. 3 guys.
I'm not going to say Radiohead or Rush.
3 guys from Rush. From Canada.
Or REO Speedwagon. Last night, actually, while we were out here and we were struggling in the storm, I had my phone going music at random in my pocket, and I do have REO Speedwagon in my list of songs that I love. You know, there's like 6,000 songs, and that song Riding the Storm Out, it's a driving tune. And so we're sitting there under one of these booths, like it's just pouring down rain. We might have even put in the tarp up or something, and my phone in my pocket is playing Riding the Storm Out. It's pretty classic. So
It's a great song.
I'll go back on all that and just say REO Speedwagon.
No, Robin Trower.
REO Speedwagon's from less than an hour from here.
Robin Trower.
How about Robin Leach?
How about Bumpy Mountain Boys?
How about you win? You win the prize of the alphabet game.
No, U is a U. We're going on.
RSTLMOP.
S.
I think if you get pulled over and they ask you to do the alphabet, you should just do it so wrong that they can't understand. Just spell your grandma's name.
My grandma's name, O-M-I.
Nita. Or Jackie.
Omi. Hi, Omi. One there, one over there. Hi, Chipper.
I saw 3 eagles when I was in Michigan. I saw a baby bear cub too. I was proud of myself. I saw sandhill cranes. I saw the lake, Michigan. Or no, I didn't see Lake Michigan. I saw Lake Superior. And we saw Lake Winnebago. Have you ever been to Lake Winnebago?
No, I haven't. But
Pretty
I've
nice
been also, yeah, I've been up to. I'm doing about. Well, not doing about. I'm doing.
I think somebody's arriving.
I'm doing 3 festivals up in Wisconsin. I hope you can go to 1 or 2. One in Green Bay.
One in Eau Claire.
One in Eau Claire. Oh, actually 4 then. Eau Claire. One in.
I feel like we should be interacting with the audience more for some reason. But we're not.
No, they're sword fighting and.
They're all having nice conversations and they're talking and they look kind of comfortable. Even Grayson smiling. Look, Grayson, the red hat right there, the white circle. Grayson, the Red Mountain Boys hat. Grayson, one of my favorite people in the world right there. Grayson, I'm glad you're here, buddy. Grayson's one that wanted to help us get to where we could broadcast on multiple platforms. So we could be not just on Facebook, but like on Twitch and YouTube.
No, Twitch. No, we're not on
and
Twitch.
Snapchats and Top Tops and Tic Tacs and all that stuff. I took some Tic Tacs once. They're little mints. They're about this big, but they will mess you
you
up.
were tripping bellies after that.
Oh, you're going for a Dave Matthews thing now. So QRS, R was the REO Speedwagon, S was the Steam Steppenwolf, T was
Steamboat Bandits.
the Steamboat Bandits, the Steam
Mountain Boy Bandits.
The
You
Flea
say
Market
Mountain
Hustler.
Boys.
Steam Mountain Boys. There's got to be a band called the Steam Mountain
Yeah.
Boys. We are the Steam Mountain Boys.
Or I'd call a
actually.
band called I Like Sweet.
Steam Mountain Boys. Dude, get an instrument and learn it so we can be the Steam Mountain Boys.
Oh no. Well, I could probably do it.
There's a washboard right there. We should have practiced.
Wait till you see the washboard.
Maybe tomorrow night. Phil, let me just say this. You all, if you don't know who Phil is, Courtney, you just met Phil tonight. He's one of my best friends. And you're here at my property tonight. I'm super fucking stoked that you're here, dude. So thank you, Phil, for coming down here. I know he had to hitchhike. He showed up in socks and pajamas. I had to give him a pair of pants. And he took his socks off. And so it's Phil. Phil is my best friends.
I'm waiting to see the Bears game. Aren't there Bears from Decatur? Oh, they used to.
You know who's chiming in right now is my brother Joe Griffin. My brother Joe, he's out in California. You know Joe, Foz. A lot of people around here called him Foz. Joe Griffin. He's the one that made my guitar.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing with the gun in your
Joe,
hand?
what are you doing with that glue in your hand? Quit sniffing it.
Balloon in your
Can't do that. And now I want to sniff some glue.
No.
That's my brother. Is that my brother? That's my brother Jack. Hey, Jack Griffin. Jack Griffin, oh boy. He's on the show tonight. Oh yeah! I can do that if you want me to. You want me to be Marshall Man?
I feel like
He's
I'm
probably the only wrestler I can actually do.
Or I'm B96.
Yeah.
God.
He had those fucking sunglasses look like Hank Williams Jr. I know, dude.
This could be addictive, though.
I think that Randy Macho Man Savage and Hank Williams Jr. are the same person. You prove me wrong right now. Because whatever Hank Williams Jr. saw on Randy Macho Man's performance, he just took it right to the stage.
Chester?
I think Slim Jim organized the whole thing.
It was all
They're
Slim.
secretly behind Hank.
It was Slim Jims are actually made out of Macho Man.
Chester, what are you bitching about?
I think the beer's working, dude. I can feel it.
Yeah, I got spotted cow. I got some from Wisconsin. It's funny how you can't bring beer across the border still.
I see my brother hugging my friend Courtney right now. That's really important.
You
That's
didn't
pretty.
tell me you had a brother.
Joe Courtney Johnson's out here, and Joe and Jack just got here. So Joe,
Courtney.
So I said something to Jack, and then I said something, and then Joe turned on there. So both my brothers are paying attention. So let's hear it from my brothers and my mom and dad who made us brothers, man, because they're fucking awesome. All right, Jack, I love you, brother. Good to see you walking.
I am the greatest intercontinental heavyweight champion that ever lived, and I am the greatest professional wrestler that ever lived.
All time. Does anybody have a Macho Man costume I can borrow for the weekend? I just need those V glasses that went off, like the V glasses like you were going sideways really fast.
I got
What were
some-
those glasses?
Oh no, I got something for Shoe Fest for you, buddy.
They were like motion lines, but they were going this way.
Oh, boy. But you can't bend next to me, John. I'll give you the outfit. But you
It's funny
can't-
thing, I remember so much about Macho Man, but very little about his wrestling career.
I actually watched a reality show when he had it, and it was pretty dope.
When Macho Man had a reality show?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I gotta go back
MTV
and
thing
Google
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how Mackey's Hideout has their own stage at Shoe Fest?
Yeah.
Phil and John could have their own stage at Shoe
Yeah.
Fest.
We
And
kinda-
we could redo this. It'd be pretty hot.
You know, we basically do with where we sit at Shoe Fest. We're the entertainment between we're the tweener set for every single band.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
If you think of people walk by our set, our booths every time they switch bands, and they have to walk by that booth, and people stop there and they miss bands because they talk to us. I can't wait for Shoe Fest, Phil. You know what's going to happen this weekend is actually Zach Swinderman's going to bring me the Shoe Fest sign this weekend so I
Zach's
can
coming?
start painting it.
Zach's coming?
He is.
Right on,
I wonder,
right on.
he's getting the Shoe Fest sign and bringing it here so I can paint it for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks instead of like 4
Where's the
hours.
letters at, though? I want the letters.
We'll talk to him.
All right, we'll talk. He's coming tomorrow?
But he's going to bring, I don't think he'll bring him to Aurora. That's like 2.5 more hours.
No, that's fine.
Make sure you don't tell that cool secret that we can't tell about.
What?
Too late.
Dude, last night, Brian Flick shot me the moon. That's all I can say about that. Oh, it was yesterday afternoon, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, the moon was, it was hot and heavy last night.
So
weather-wise.
we're not dropping bombs here, Matt Robinson. We're just talking about the moons in the afternoons, buddy. That's all we can
Matt
say
here?
about that.
Matt on?
Probably not. But what we just said was kind of a secret, so if they were paying attention, they just realized they learned something
Well,
they
they
didn't know
probably
before
are.
that I'm not even supposed to talk about. So thanks, Brian.
Yeah, don't do that. No, it's funny.
Just making
because-
sure. Watch it out for you.
Yeah, you can
That's
slip
Brian
up.
Flick, our
Yeah,
sound
you can
guy.
slip up. I mean,
So-
yeah. But if anybody wants to see a show next weekend in Wheaton, Illinois, let me know.
So that's next weekend. What day is it on? Is it on the 4th of July?
I don't know, July 3rd. What day is that?
July 3rd, probably Saturday.
Then it's Saturday. Yeah, in Wheaton, Illinois. Come on, check out Fuzz Lovin' Old Shoe. You know,
The Summer Solstice Super Jam,
There's
2012, rain and shine.
it hasn't rained doodly squat.
That's because you can't. It's because Amy got here, and we can't talk about the weather. We won't talk about the weather, but Amy has this certain power over Mother Nature that happens to work most every time. So,
See, my dog only eats. I can feed him. He's eating out of the carrot.
what is
He
that like
loves the
treats?
carrot. Yeah, it put
Is
it
it full of
inside.
chicken?
Yeah, I give him
That
breast. I don't
carrot
give
is-
him dog food. He eats breasted chicken. Look at him. He loves it. Chesterberry, what are you doing?
He has to fight his way through that carrot to get a piece of chicken out.
No,
and then
there's no hole in it. He likes. See, look at him.
This is an epic show. You know, the word epic came up my feed this week.
Epic.
E-P-I-C. E-pick, I pick,
See,
E-pick.
that storm was
Epic.
coming right. It just went right there.
Still
look
here.
at that. Look at that.
It's still here, but now we're getting more
Yeah.
sunshine.
Yeah.
So there again, if you're watching and you're on
Hey,
the fence, you don't have to
don't
come.
hear
If you can hear us out there at the golf course, well, come on over and play
We
intent.
need a shot in the beer.
Well, we need it in the shoulder.
All right, you sit there for a minute. Sit.
Okay, folks, this is the sign. Normally, there's a piano interlude right here. It's like, and I say, hey, this is the part of the show where Phil goes to the bathroom, and he's an old man. He's my best friend, but he has to go to the bathroom. And during the show, he has to go to the bathroom, you know. So, hey, Emily, hey, Kaya, how you do up there on the stage? That's on the other stage. That's the side stage. Are you guys ready for your performance yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. What else can you snap into? Snap into a fried cricket. I don't know what else you can snap into. Snap into a pistachio. No, that hasn't been done yet.
A cicada.
My dog snaps into cicadas. Oh, my little brother looks old, man. God, he looks old. Looking over that, I haven't seen him in a little while. You old, Jack. Courtney looks the same as when we were 19. I don't know why you do that, Courtney. See, I'll see the top of your head before the night's over with. We'll test that theory. But you look good. But you look great, Courtney. My God, dude. What a pleasant sight to see, my good friend, man. Yeah, good news, folks. I can see Courtney Johnson from here. He was on the show tonight. Very important stuff. I see folks rolling into the party. I see people getting here. I see people arriving. People set the fence up. The white zone is for camping and camping only. Please camp in the white zone, which has nothing to do with race, folks. That's kind of messed up. The green zone is for smoking and smoking only. Please use the green zone. Everybody's using it.
Tonight!
I think that's Laura Ireland up there. Yes, it is. Very cool, very cool. So we got our show here. I think Phil wants to do the outro here. He wants to end it. He just did a shot of vodka. I can see him from here. He left the stage. He's hugging Sheila Whitaker. He's holding hands with her and taking a walk. Okay. So I guess I have to finish the show out without him. There's Maggie Clayman and Tim Clayman and Jeff Street. And my friends are all showing up. And the party's starting ready to start. And it's the Summer Solstice Super Jam. And woo! Welcome to the Solstice Super Jam, you guys. Man, it's good to see people I love. It's been too damn long. That last year was a decade, and I'm tired of it. And we're back, and we're here, and we took shots and all that kind of stuff, literally. I mean, either way you want to look at it, how you want to define that, we took our shots. And we're going to take more in a little bit. We're going to get the projection screen going, and the band's up here in a couple hours, and we're going to have music, and we're going to have dancing and fun and lights and mud.
Hey,
and fire.
Right.
Whatever
What
that
letter
sounds
are
like.
you on?
Sorry.
O-P-R-S-T.
T for Talking Heads, because Talking Heads are like the best band of all time. Talking Heads, David Byrne.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Talking Heads, just listen to the albums again. Go back and listen to Zimbra and go back and listen to Remain in Light from beginning to end. You got to listen to the whole album.
That's one of my favorite top 5 albums of all time, Remain in Light. Born Under Punches, by far my top 3 albums of all. Remain
I don't
in
think
Light.
Psycho Killer's on that album.
No,
No,
that's
it's
too
not.
puppy for me.
Zimbra.
Yeah, Zimbra. Yeah, Born Under Punches.
Have you watched
Put
Stop
on
Making
that.
Sense? Oh, we might watch Stop Making Sense on the barn tonight.
That's fine.
That'd be good, like after midnight movie.
Yeah, I met Bernie Worrell, who played the keyboard. But anyway, I don't like whatever. Remain in Light, my top 5 albums of all time. Just the whole. Andy Warhol cover with the 4 pieces of the faces and the.
Are you okay?
I'm never okay. But I'm here and I'm happily fine. Thank you, John, for inviting me.
Are you gonna smoke a cigarette on the show tonight and get our
You
ratings
know
all
what?
fucked up? Go ahead.
How do you know it's a cigarette?
Because you don't put filters on weed, dude.
How do you know it's not? Never mind. Gotta be cool.
Yeah, that old Panama Red, it's awful hard to get, but it tastes so much better than a filter cigarette. Sponsored tonight by Panama Red.
What letter do you have?
You are on the letter U, actually.
Yeah, that's an obvious one.
Tom Johnson called out Uriah Heep. Tom Johnson, actually, you should have been on the show tonight. What are you doing out there slacking in the audience? We need more people in the audience. So. Sometime this weekend, we're going to have a live broadcast from
I
Tom
think that's
Johnson.
the only U letter there is.
You too think that?
Utopia. Todd Rundgren,
UFO?
Oh, I seen UFO 3 times with Michael and Rudolph Schenker, and that was one of his favorite bands. And I'm telling you, they rocked it at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. UFO. Okay, we're gonna go with UFO. No, they're
is
too
good,
puppy,
good.
unless you've seen them early.
I think that U2 would be a good show still, because they're still going to play all the songs you want to hear. I think that over time...
Are they playing, or are they just having Brian do the sound?
Well, Brian does all the sound for U2.
Well, I
he
want
tunes
the
it.
Are you a
band.
hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna? But you're a liar, too.
Mean Gene Okerlund, you son of a bitch.
Well, see, here's the point. I don't like the bands that we don't have to do anything. We can have the
No, it's
sound
either
guy
Mean
do
Gene
everything.
Okerlund or that other dude that I don't like, so... It was yelling at no. Or Hogan, maybe. Maybe he was talking to Hulk Hogan. You are a liar. Do you think that band UFO are into UFOs and aliens and stuff?
No, have you ever seen UFO?
I've never seen UFO. I don't know. I don't own a UFO album. I don't think in my 6,000 tracks on Spotify there's not a UFO track.
Lights out.
I have Eric B. and Rakim, and I got
You ever hear Rudolph
Led
and Michael
Zeppelin and Black
Schenker,
Sabbath, but I
who
don't
play
have
who
UFO.
play with Scorpions. Some of the killer guitarists, they're from Germany. Anyway, that's my U. You go with V.
V. What do you think I'm going to say for V?
Yeah, I know you.
The Velvet Underground.
Oh, I thought you were going to go somewhere else.
Voltron is my favorite
I
band.
thought you were going to go with the Milwaukee band.
You know there's a band called Voltron, and they got sued loose for using the name Voltron. I grew up with Voltron, G-Force, and all that stuff. It's important for me.
Well, I can tell you're talking about wrestling.
V for the Vagina Monologues.
Well, we're going to see a band coming up called Vagina Pussy, and they're really good.
You couldn't say pigeon pussy, but you could say vagina pussy.
They're also color
And Nico.
and Nico Case coming up. They're also in a band Augie from Wisconsin called Liver Killers.
So if we got pulled over and they were like, do the alphabet, we would totally go to jail.
Oh no,
You're on
there you go.
W.
You're out of here. Oh, what am I on?
On W.
W.
We have to end the show eventually because our bands are going to line up. They're going to want to play in an hour or so.
Where are they?
They're not here yet. So
Well,
actually,
if they
I haven't
are,
seen Billy Fury yet. He'll be here in a little bit.
W.
The green room is full, overflowing with bands ready to
Hey,
go.
those people don't have their wristbands on. Get them out of there.
Hey, where's my wrist?
Phil's going to have a bunch of artwork over here, and here's booth tonight. I've got artwork in the garage. There's music to be played, and later on we're going to dance, we're going to sing, we're going to start a fire. We're going to use those porta potties because they were a pretty penny, but they're all paid for. We're going to camp. We're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh. We're going to laugh at Phil. We're going to laugh at John. We're going to laugh at you guys. We're going to tell jokes that we haven't even heard before. There's somebody driving through the graveyard right now, and they're like, what's going on over there? Oh, my. People always drive through the graveyard, and they, unfortunately, they're probably visiting their loved ones, but then they see us, and they're like, well, that's curious. Hey.
Wow, man, freaked out.
Totally. Hey, Leroy.
Leroy. Okay.
So we're actually not through with the alphabet yet, dude. We're on W.
I know. I'm not watching.
Oh, yeah.
And then the only thing holding the show together is Randy Macho Man Savage. So I don't even know his last name. I feel like I should know the gentleman's last name. Macho. I thought it was man or
I thought it was Savage.
All right, cool.
Somebody is still watching our show, brother, and it could be my little brother. Or it could be Mike Lynch. It could be Jeff Blackmon. It could be Jeff Singley, who couldn't come out tonight because he's helping with a project, unfortunately.
He's eating candy.
If Jeff Singley is out there, Candy Circus Peanuts, get your butt to Decatur and hang out with us, please. Because this is only the beginning. We've only just started. We have 2 whole nights of this incredible wackiness. And we got Sheila Whitaker here. I just can't believe it. It's so good to see her face. I mean, this is a nice little view I got here. I miss the microphone. I think I like talking into it.
How far is in Peoria on the way home to Chicago from here? If we want to
You'd
stop
go
at-
about an hour out of your way.
hour out of way.
Probably, yeah.
We stop at the Touch of Gray, but
Go there and have lunch. It's not going to hurt you to go see Jason
Well, on
Miles.
Sunday,
Touch a Great
no.
Cafe, folks.
Well,
if
it's
you're in
an hour
Peoria
out of my
area,
way.
if you're ever in Peoria, go to
When
Touch
I
a Great
go on
Cafe.
the highway to get gas or food, if we're
You know what
on
I
a road
like?
trip-
Pork roll. And you can get it at Touch
You
a Great
like
Cafe.
McDonald's on Sunday? You want a Big Mac on Sunday?
We should go to get McDonald's together on Sunday before you leave town. That'd be a good tradition. Although you'd have McDonald's awful early before the drive. And McDonald's is something you almost have like halfway through the drive. But don't stop in Paxton on the way home. It's a bad Hardee's. Don't go there. No offense, Hardee's in Paxton, but you're awful.
You're awful, Paxton Artie.
W.
You suck.
Are you still thinking of a W? The White Lightning Boys.
W.
The Who.
Ooh, I did a White Lightning Boys that I didn't bring
The
up.
Walnut Creek Flea Market Hustlers. That's got to be a band too. There's no way that's not a band.
Wall of Voodoo.
You know, I was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana one time, and I turned on the radio. It was a Mexican radio. Oh. And then after that song came on, "Come On Eileen" by Dexy's Midnight Runners,
Come on, Arlene.
and then they all just had bibs on, even the girls, just bibs.
Come on, Arlene.
We have a question from Jim.
We have a question from Jim.
James Tadlock. Jimmy Tadlock would like to ask a question now. Jimmy, what's your question for the Phil and John Zone?
What is worse, Come On Eileen or Scooby's Doo?
Scooby's Doo, like my dog shit.
He pooped.
I don't like poop, so I'm gonna say Scooby's Doo because I like Come On Eileen. I like the idea of asking questions in the audience. You can't see your faces, but it makes for more interesting content. Because we can't get through the alphabet, apparently. We're at W. White Snake, I think you were going to say next, for your favorite band.
Mine?
White Snake, David
Hell
Coverdale.
W. I've given this one.
The Whipstitch Sallies.
Great one with Allie.
Wire and Wood.
Wire and Wood. I have. How do you know those?
The Wilson.
No.
What was that called? Wilson Phillips.
Well, it'd be the Who, but it's a.
I think you probably have more Wilson Phillips records than Who records.
No, I get a lot of Who. I've seen the Who a couple times. Waitresses.
He's used a lot of things over. It's okay.
What?
The Willie
like-
Nelson is probably what I would pick for W.
Willie Nelson. That's an easy.
Or Willy Wonka.
No.
Wake Up, Little Susie.
W. Way Down Wanderers.
Wakeman.
Way
Rick
Down.
Wakeman.
Well, that's R. And one of my favorite bands of all time
Not in
is
the phone book.
Yes, YES. So I hope I get
So WX is for me is XTC, who I really want to see, or
Good big
X,
fan.
who I have seen, or I've never heard them. She's making
X-Ray Spec.
X-Ray Spec. I've never heard that necessarily. I've heard of it, but never seen it. The X is the X's. I don't know. That's all I have for X.
X's and O's.
So you get Y. You're gonna say Y. You were gonna say Yoingay Valsteam. I know.
Yo-Yo Man.
Yo-Yo Man. So has anybody heard of the cello player Yo-Yo Man?
Well, I
That's his Jamaican cousin.
That's a reggae cellist.
well, we have to go with Y.
We do have a famous cellist in our
Well,
crowd tonight. My friend Kai is out here. He's a famous
I'm
cellist.
probably the oldest person here, per se. But
Yo, wing
Y is, yes, by far. Rick Wakeman, Chris Squire, Bill Bruford, John Anderson. I've seen him multiple times in the round, Wisconsin and Milwaukee. One of the best bands, most talented bands I've ever seen in my life. It'll make you speechless. Yes. Right? Come on. Come on up. You can come on up. Come on up.
XYZ, folks. Z is for the Zappa, of course. Thanks, Zappa and the shark. The shark named Jim.
Come on.
Zevon.
Come on.
Zevon, comma Warren. You gotta have the Werewolves of London. Let's get some Werewolves of London going tonight. I know how to play it. We can do Werewolves of London. The Wiretappers, the Weirdos, the Wombats, the Wiggles, the Wonder Twins, the Wobbly Weirdos, all these band names are probably used by somebody somewhere. I was gonna say for W, no, am I on W?
No, I said the Who, or Way Down Wanderers. X.
You're on X. You're on Y. I said X.
Oh, X, Y. I said yes.
So I'm on Z, which I said for Zappa, which is always Zappa, but it's got to be something else. The Zeros, the Zilches, the Zips, the ZZ Top, the Zoolanders. I bet there's a band called the Zookeepers. I'm going to say the Zookeepers.
Oh, I'm going to go see a band coming up out of Chicago.
That's my made-up band name.
I got a nice shirt for Zoo Funk You.
So apparently,
play
it's a
shoot.
Phil and John Zone, week 59. We drank some beers. We came here. We are here. Get used to it. And we appreciate you all for being here. I see my friends Ireland's right there. Look at that. Just goes right there. My good friends right there. Other people. And I see the claimant. There's a claimant right there. There's a claimant right there. I'm going to go hug all these people in a minute. Go ahead, Brian. What are you going to say? Something important, right? You have something important to say?
There's actually people watching us.
I know.
There's
Do
actually
we take
people,
a-
they're like waiting for us to say something
We need a big finale.
smart.
We need a big finale.
And Laura's sitting there, he's looking.
Hey, Brian, can you say this with a
Tom's
big finale?
not looking, Brian's going, these people are looking going, what a weird, there's Sheila. They're wondering,
There's Scooby.
I had a few people go, I know you, and I'd never met him. 15, anyway, we just start ourselves, and thank you for coming to,
The event.
and it's over, go home.
What you did?
Hey,
Come on, Scoop. Come up here, Scoop.
Come on, Scoop.
Come here, Scoop. Let's get on the show.
Come on, everybody up.
Come here, dogs. Dog
Dog
time.
festival. Hey!
Sorry, that was my fault.
Ah.
Come here,
Come on,
Soundfax.
Scoop.
Come here, Scoop. Come here, Scooby. Get on the show with Chester Berry. This is your first time with Chester Berry actually hanging out together?
There you go.
Don't eat each other's faces off. Oh, they love each other, folks. Chester Berry and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Give a big round of applause for our dogs here. I know I said no dogs, but there's going to be dogs. Scooby-Doo actually came from our good friend Sheila. She's the one that was breeding these animals, apparently. She has 47 left at home if you want to get one.
Yeah. Male or female?
And you don't know if they're going to be male or female until 2 days later. But Scooby's super excited to be on the show. Scooby, I love you, buddy. You're a good boy.
Hey, Miss Sheila, you have biscuits and gravy?
You do? Okay. Sit right here for a second, okay? What happened there? Is that different?
Uber, you want some boogie? Get him off the leash. Let him run.
I don't want to let him run yet. He's
if
good.
you want to.
He's a good animal, but I'm not afraid he wants to go
roam around the
in a minute, I'll get him.
world. That's a B-52 song.
My favorite B-52 song is Planet Claire, I think.
Oh yeah.
Planet Claire. Rock Lobster
No.
is good, but Planet Claire is
Planet
really
Claire,
cool.
yeah.
It's just a really cool, almost a surf rock song, really.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their catalog.
It goes
Roll.
something like that. Yeah. We're gonna listen to it on the speaker here in a few minutes. Planet Claire by the B-52s. And as far as that goes, folks, the Phil and John Zone would like to thank you all for being here tonight. I don't think we have a whole lot left to say. Phil, you got any final words tonight for the people out here at the farm?
I thought that was a sound check. I'm ready to go now.
No, we're going to take a break before the bands come out. We're going to go greet people that came, and we're going to dance, and we're going to drink a couple more beers, and let people have an evening. And you guys can tune back in later if you see us go live. We'll be Jeffrey Blackmon, good to see you in Visalia, California out there. And we had our buddy Mike Lynch tune in from Canada tonight.
Canada and California. Hello, gentlemen.
All this is being broadcast on the United Web of Forces, or whatever they call it, the United Worldwide Weirdness of electricity. Everybody talks to each other. Computers made us hate each other. That's the name of this next song.
I'm trying to look at my history of life. I might get hit, but I mean, people are starting to look at me and my name is Joe Smith.
And I'm Jim Smith, and we're proud to
Hey,
bring you
brother.
the Joe and Jim Show. Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks, and we appreciate you being here. Folks, thank you for being here.
And
This
if
is the
you're
Phil
not
and
in
John
Decatur,
Zone.
screw you.
It's
Because
here
this
for
is
summer
fucking
solstice, and we're going to have a good time. We got bands
rockin'.
coming out. There's actually is going to be live music, I promise, at some point. But we'll see about that. So thank you for tuning in, and check it out. Happy evening. We gotta do what we gotta do, man. Hey, Phil, it's for you. There's number one of the artist proof. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you next week, maybe. Hey, Sheila. All right, Sheila, good to see you. Very good to see you. Thank you for my puppy dog.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Chicago Farmer, for the music. Thank you for everybody who tuned in tonight. See y'all next week. Have a blast, okay? 3, 2,